right, everyone. Welcome back here to the Buchanan County Sports Podcast, Episode 2, Season 2. How was your week, Tim?
It was good. It was really good. Good week. Moved my daughter in Concord yesterday, and it was very emotional.
Yeah.
Of course, you and I talked about that earlier about when you move your kids in, it takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
And you and I are not the only ones ever done that.
Move them in and move them out.
Yeah, I dread that part.
Yeah.
But it's all good. But yeah,
mine's back now.
yeah, yours back at the house.
Yeah,
so.
he's back at the house for a little while. He's potentially looking for something down North Carolina in the like Chapel Hill, Durham area. He's hoping to get enrolled at UNC here next fall, but he needs to kind of go ahead and get moved in down there and stuff and heal up right now.
Yeah.
But
other than that, man, it's been a good week. She's adjusted a couple of days here, so not a couple of days. Yesterday we dropped her off, and she's happy this morning, and so we're happy. She's happy.
It's a major. I never did that, so I mean, I guess it's a major change. I know when I moved out, even being 20 years old and everything, it was definitely a major change and everything, being on your own and everything.
Yeah, it's a major change, but that's what we raise them for, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, my wife didn't want to hear that part of it. That's why we raise them for, let them spread their wings.
No,
she didn't want to hear that.
That probably wasn't the thing to say.
But other than that, man, great week. So I'm excited to get back. Football season.
Oh, yeah. As it was, scrimmage yesterday, with you moving your daughter in, you had missed that and everything. But it was a good day. But we'll start off talking about the week before because we had took a week off there. Not a whole lot going on. I don't really think we need to do these every week until everything kind of hits full speed ahead and everything. But the first ever Southern Gap High School sporting event happened not this past Monday, but the Monday before that. The golf team competed at Willowbrook and came out with the team win with a score of 170. Southern Gap's Mason Boyd was a medalist of the day and had a score of 38. Mason also had the first birdie in school history. Remember we was talking with Preston about that. So I guess he's got that ball.
That's something that nobody will take from him.
Yeah. But on the team results, Southern Gap 170, Honaker 185, East Ridge 201, and Southern Gap's JV team 205, and Riverview 223. So,
congratulations, JV team.
Yeah. Got a lot of talent there coming up and everything, and I think it's excellent to have this JV program and everything. They've started off good with the fact that they've got so much older talent, but they are an influx of younger talent, both on the varsity and the JV, that'll help them for several years down the road.
And they have touched on and maybe starting a middle school program if they can get some help or whatever they need.
We had talked to Preston before about what was the guy's name? Who was it? I'm trying to think of the name. That worked a lot with the youth in the county and did like a tournament or whatever.
Yeah, I forgot what the name they said, but yes. But be good if they could start a middle school, feeder the JV program and feeders the varsity. So yeah, that's where it starts at. Younger kids. So.
But this past Monday at Hostin Hills, looks like Southern Gap shot a 353 as a team and finished fourth in the 2A section. Top finishers for the Eagles included Mason Boyd at 85, Jackson Harden, who Preston said was a big surprise for him so far this year, with an 88, Ethan Deal a 90, Braden Hopkins a 90, and Jackson Deal a 102. And then on Wednesday, at Tazewell Country Club there, Southern Gap finished fourth in that event. Top finishers included Braden Hopkins with a 43, Jackson Harden second again with a 45, Ben Mayhew with a 46, Mason Boyd a 48, Gavin Hartford a 55, and Jackson Deal a 56. So good showing at all three events, actually, over the 2-week span.
Golf is chugging right along.
Yep, moving right along. On to yesterday. I guess you've seen some of the highlights that I threw together and everything, but really good day and an incredible crowd. I wanted to get on the away side to kind of be able to show everybody the crowd that was there, and I mean, somebody might say, well, it wasn't completely packed out. Well, no, it wasn't, but this is a scrimmage. And I mean, to have 75% of the bleachers full, I mean, that's amazing for a scrimmage.
It's been a long time since we've seen that at any school.
Yeah. I mean, usually you're looking at mom and dad or brother and sister there, but not a whole lot of other people, you know.
Right.
But it was definitely a great showing by the fans as far as turnout.
I actually overheard Coach Compton talking this morning, and he said, "Man, the atmosphere
Yeah.
of the fans and the moms and dads and grandpa and grandmas, and
Yeah.
brothers, just the atmosphere.
Big
of the place.
board.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I'm sure they'll get some more stuff on that. It was pretty basic yesterday, you know, just with the Eagle logo and like an American flag waving and just, you know, the Red Robinson Athletic Complex, you know, just a welcome to and stuff like that. I know they had, you ever been to Virginia Tech and heard like the gobble
Yes.
over the speakers or whatever?
Yes.
Well, apparently we've got something like that.
Awesome.
We've got an eagle.
Good.
Yeah, we've got the eagle sound.
Good.
Like
Good
every
deal.
time a big play happens or something. So that was pretty neat. But had a touchdown scored by Carson Blankenship, Aiden Baker twice, and Caden Justice. But overall, a great performance by quite a few of the boys yesterday.
No surprise from Aiden Baker.
Yep.
That's no surprise because Aiden, last year he scored a lot as well. And the year before that when he was at Grundy, he scored some too. So there's no surprise there. Carson, as a freshman, was
Yep.
good turnout. Good
Yep.
turnout. So that's good.
And, you know, we mentioned before we started recording here, Matthew Thompson kind of got a big highlight out there with a big pancake he had yesterday.
Well, that's what I liked.
Yeah. And you said he was a real good kid. and
He's a
everything.
great
Yeah.
kid. Matthew Thompson's a great kid. Humbled.
And I
He's-
mentioned to you last night about the one kid that I wasn't real familiar with, number 12, that was in
Yates.
on a lot of stops.
Yeah.
And
he's-
seemed to be a real fiery kid too, man. He was just really fired up, looks like.
Yes, he is. He's a great kid too. He was
John
done.
Paul said they call him Ricky Morton.
Yeah.
The blonde hair and everything.
Yes.
But man, he was all over the field yesterday. I was really impressed by him.
Yeah, that was Yates. Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. of
Chase
course.
Yates.
Chase Yates, yeah. You know, this coming week, first week, the football season starts.
Friday night.
Got Hostin up here.
I haven't seen Hostin play and haven't heard much about him, but
Me neither. I know they played Hurley last year, and it was a bit of a blowout and everything. But
Yeah.
I mean, never can tell with new season what
Redemption.
anybody's got. Yeah.
redemption now.
But
so,
I guess that's about it for the recap and everything. We'll go ahead and move on. We've got Coach Hannah Stiltner and her assistant Lexi Fuller coming up. All right, guys. Next up here, we got Southern Gap Volleyball head coach Hannah Stiltner and assistant coach Lexi Fuller. Glad to have you with us today, Tim.
well, as always, Hannah, we've talked to you. I'm not going to call you Hannah. I'm going to call you Coach Lester.
It's fine.
As always, you've been on here.
Yeah, I messed up on that, didn't I?
Yeah,
It's,
done.
it's habit.
Yeah,
It's okay.
She's still Stiltner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's now a Stiltner. So,
So we need to call you Coach Stiltner.
We kind of switched.
Okay.
yeah, we kind of
There's
switched.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no.
There's nothing wrong with that. So we've had you on here last year a lot, and last year the Grundy side had a great volleyball season. Nothing against Twin Valley.
No, they did phenomenal last season. It was awesome to watch.
So how many girls do you have from each school? How many girls you have from Grundy, Twin Valley, Hurley, Council? That's on your team this year.
So we have one from Council. We have two from Hurley. We have one from Twin Valley, our Addie Boyd. And then the rest are from Grundy.
8. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 from Grundy.
Okay. The first practice.
Yeah.
How did everybody jive with everybody?
We have honestly been like pleasantly surprised, which I knew we've known all these girls for a long time and they've played travel ball together and they've played, they've known each other for a long time. But seeing them come together on the first day, Lexi and I just kind of stood back and watched because they just acted like they've been together forever.
That's what we want as a coach.
We've said it before, me and Tim. In this day and time, it's not like it was, pre-social
No.
media days. I mean, they all know each other.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a filling each other out type thing where you got to get to know each other. I mean, they all know each other.
Yeah, they know each other well. But seeing them, even like when they were playing, we took them to Emory and Henry, I guess a weekend.
I think so, because it was right near the 1st of June.
Yeah, so we had practiced for a week, and it had been like 2 days, I think, we had practiced. And then we took them to Emory and Henry to that league that we always play in. And I threw a mix out on the floor, and there was 3, they were all from different schools, and they just looked like they'd been playing together forever.
Good.
I mean, they have just came together beautifully.
That makes your job easier.
It does.
Right, as a coach.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
Because if you have one bad egg, it's going to run the other eggs.
Yeah.
Right. So.
And I can genuinely say we don't.
Yeah.
No.
Like, this is such a good group of girls. We have 13. We kept 13 on JV, 13 on varsity. And they are such a good group of girls.
Well, that's what I was going to ask Coach Stiltner now. Your JV, you're over the JV as well, right?
Yes.
So let's talk to you about JV just for a moment.
Okay.
How many kids do you had 13, right? That's what you said.
Yep.
So how many is from different schools? Can you remember that?
We
I
have a
should've
big
brought my
mix on
list.
JV.
We do have a big mix on JV, and it has been so wonderful to work together and just see everybody, because like Coach Lester, like Coach Lester said, it is. Sorry.
That
So
seems
sorry.
weird, right?
We're
Yeah,
just going
it's
to have to
weird.
go Coach Hannah and Coach
Yeah.
Leslie.
Yeah. We do Hannah and Lexi to
Yeah.
each other, so.
So, like she said, it's just been wonderful to see them come together, and they have done a wonderful job of just
Okay.
meshing.
Good.
But
Mesh is a good word.
Yes. As far as how many from each team or school,
If you
and
don't,
honestly, it's really hard to break them apart because they have done such a good job.
It
just
is like
coming together.
now I don't even see them
Yeah.
as like
Yes.
this one's from this
Well,
school.
that-
this
that-
one,
that's
like
a-
they're all ours now.
Right?
So-
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Yeah, they're
because,
all ours.
I mean, they're all
Absolutely.
Southern Gap High School.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
what we said when we had to do tryouts this year, and it was we had at one point we had 40 girls showing
Yes.
up to open gyms, and
That's
you can't.
hard.
That's too many kids. We had 20 showing up for JV, 20 showing up for varsity, and unfortunately you can only put 6 on the floor at a time, 7 if you run a libero.
Right.
And the whole time leading up to tryouts, Lexi and I were like, this is really hard because we've spent the whole summer with all of these girls, and we've gotten close with all of these
Right.
girls and watched them, become friends. And it was really hard. It was a hard process. But
Anytime you cut, it's hard.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
matter what sport it is.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Absolutely.
So that's what I really admire about you two.
yeah,
You guys knew what you ladies knew exactly what you needed, and you put it on the floor, and you'll put the best on the floor.
yeah,
Well, it's not who they are; it's where they are, who they come from, where they come from. It's I'm going to win this game or this match.
yeah,
Who am I going to put out there?
yeah.
That's the way it should be. You don't come in second place because
No.
you don't play somebody.
And we have discussed that, and our girls have been very accepting of like our goals and what we want to accomplish this year. And we
Yeah.
told them at the beginning, we said, we can only put 6 on the floor, and we want to win. And we have something to prove this year. It's our first. We're kind of the first girls action sport.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
going to have a season for the new school. So we're going to have a lot of eyes on us and a lot of people watching and a lot of expectations. So we've told them, we will put the best 6 on the floor, and that may be a different 6 depending on who we're playing.
That's right.
If we're facing somebody that we need to make some changes, we'll make those changes, but it will be the best 6 for that time.
So on the varsity, what's some of your biggest strengths right now in your varsity squad?
Right now, and I know I say this all the time, like last year my girls were very close, and they're still very close, and their chemistry, and I know every coach says this, but you can ask Lexi.
It's crazy.
Their chemistry is crazy. Like Bella has come in from Hurley as a setter, and it's like the first time she went out and set for our girls, her and Leah just
Oh, perfect.
just clicked, and Leah was like, that's it, that's what I need. And Addie already knew our girls.
Right.
She's our other setter. She already knew our girls. But Bella had never played with these girls before. And she stepped in and was just, picked up on what the girls needed. Addie Boyd is like, I just had watched her play, and I knew that she was a good communicator, a good leader. She is like, when she is on the floor, she is just uplifting and communicating.
That was the
and
big thing I noticed last year. And not even knowing a whole lot about volleyball or whatever.
Yes.
But just seeing her out there and then finding out she was a freshman last year, right?
Yes.
And she was just so vocal. And I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, I bet she has a hard time with that group, because I'm thinking, some girls might take offense to that.
Yeah.
That she's a freshman and coming in and
Yeah.
basically being the coach on the floor
Yeah.
the way she was playing
And
last year.
our girls love that, though,
Yeah.
because my girls that I had last year, they feed off of communicating to each other. If they're not communicating, they're falling apart. And Addie has stepped in, and every time we do something good, she's cheering and she's patting them on the back, and she is encouraging. And Megan
Yes.
the same way. Like, they have both stepped in and just really exceeded my expectations.
Good.
All of them have. All of the girls that we have, but like just the way they have came together, and you just see a different side of them when they're all together.
You do.
Because we've watched them all play for years,
Yeah.
but we've never seen them play as a
Together.
unit.
Yeah.
And seeing all of the top volleyball players in the county
It has
come
been
together,
Yeah.
it has been awesome to watch.
What about you, JV?
They have had a lot of the same, just coming together. They have done really well, and you do have. It's a little bit different with JV because they are so much younger, and so many of them have not seen as much time on the court. But as they play more together, you start to see them come out of their shell,
Yeah.
and they start talking to each other a little bit more, and they get to know each other, and they're lifting each other up. And that is, in volleyball, that is one of the biggest things that you have to do is communicate. If you don't communicate, you're not going to win a game.
No.
And that's something that we have really been working on, and it is so beneficial that we get to be alongside the varsity, because they do such a wonderful job of not even explaining, but just showing by how they play, how you are supposed to communicate. And with Addie and Megan and Claire and Leah, just all of them together, you really see the communication coming alive.
You do.
And volleyball is such a fast sport.
Yeah.
And they're just constantly talking, and that is just so good to see. And it's very beneficial for the JV to be able to learn alongside them.
What is the breakdown on grades there as far as 8th grade, 9th grade?
We
had
some of everything.
Yeah, we had every grade, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. So, yeah,
Okay.
had a good mix there of younger girls, and so.
I know on the varsity level, of course, you've got 6
Yeah,
seniors this year.
I do. I have, that one's going to be a hard hit, but we were actually discussing, we have seen some of these younger girls, because, you're always looking, like you're worried about the season at the time.
Yeah.
But you're always seeing things on the JV that I'm like, oh, that's going to help me next year.
Coach's mind is
your
always
your wheels are always
working
turning
down the road, too.
and you're always looking to the future too. And we just, from the first day until now, Lexi and I were talking about a couple girls in particular that at the beginning were just like, oh, like really nervous and really quiet. And then now it's just like, they're in there, like wide open. They're talking.
Really brought them out of their shell.
Yes. It really has been a beautiful thing to watch. And I think people will see that when they start coming to the games. And anyone who has anything negative to say about us coming together as one will be proved wrong.
Yes.
After seeing these girls, because they really are like just a big family.
They are.
And they're doing things together after practice, and they're coming to practice together, and they're hanging out on the weekends, and not just the girls from each school, they're mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
And it's
Chemistry. Good
It's been
chemistry.
wonderful. It has.
So what separates a good volleyball team from a great volleyball team, in your opinion?
In my opinion, we say this all the time, but I do think it's their communication on the floor, because specifically, and you're going to hear us say communication 100 times when we talk about volleyball, but anyone who knows volleyball knows that communication is the biggest key. Just like we were talking about Claire the other day. Everyone who's watched Claire knows that she takes control of the floor. And when she's out there, she's not just calling her balls. She's telling everyone, hey, you got it. Hey, you go here. Hey, I got this. Hey, we need to shift here. We need to seam left. We need to seam right. And without that communication, not just from her, from Leah, if she sees that someone is swinging line, she's going to tell the girls to block this way or tell us to go. But it's just their knowledge and their communication of the game is just, I think that separates them the most.
I'm going to assume the way that Claire does like that, I'm assuming that's become contagious with a lot of the other players. They've caught on to the same thing.
Yes, it has. And, you know, I do have to brag on my varsity group. They are communicating the whole time they're on the floor. And I don't care I have told them, I don't care what you're saying. I need you to talk to the person next to you. I need you to talk to the person behind you, because if Claire is going for a ball, but Maddie's in front of her and she's jumping to try to get it, Claire's got to tell her, no, I need you to hit the ball. I got the ball, you know, so she can transition back and get ready to hit. So whenever someone like Claire is on the floor and she is communicating, it is contagious because all of the girls are like, oh, okay, well, Claire said this and I need to do this too. If one's quiet, they're all quiet.
Yeah.
So it's very contagious when someone like Claire or Addie Boyd or someone like that is on the floor and they're constantly talking.
So last year, Michael and I talked to a lot of the players, volleyball players that you have and that you had, and now they're all on a team together. We talked about last year when you mess up or you miss something, next point,
Next play,
next play. And every one of them kept telling us that. So coach just says, next play, let's get it back, let's get it back. So with that being said, we're human. We're going to mess up.
We are.
We're human nature. We're going to mess up. We're going to miss a ball. And you're still pushing that next play, next point. Just worry about the next time and go on. That's what I like about you coaches. You guys came in the program and you've been there and you watch every child, what they go through during school hours. You can apply it to them and you can coach them, you mentor them. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Because every child is coached different.
They are.
Coach a child different, every one of them. Because if every child you can coach the same way, man, that'd be easy.
Then everybody could coach.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be easy.
Yeah.
And that's what I hear a lot of the times from people. They're like, oh, well, you got to be a coach. You can't be their friend. You got to be a coach. You can't be their friend. I'm not their friend. But I do love them and I do care for them and I do consider, like, they're some of my favorite people in the world. You know, these kids that we've watched grow from the 7th and 8th grade and now they're seniors, and you know, you do develop a relationship with these kids.
It's the same kind of thing you hear a lot of people say about being a parent and everything.
Yes.
You can't be your child's best friend.
No, and you know, we spend sometimes more time with these kids than their parents do.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do have some coming to me and they're like, I need help on this in school, or what should I do with this in life, or what, you know, like they're asking us for advice and not just volleyball. So, you know, you do develop a close relationship with them and you realize, like, hey, this one needs hard coaching. Hey, this one needs a little bit softer. You just need to like lift them up a little bit and push them back out there. And you have a good mix. And if everybody was the same, everyone would be the same athlete.
Yeah.
And
You know,
it's not like that.
It's great to know that you're that type of person and everything, that it don't just end when you step off the court and everything, because you never know where some of these girls are coming from and everything. You don't know what they go home to or what they're going through in life.
Well, just like your JV program, Lexi, you don't know the full potential of them yet.
Right.
You know, they haven't grown out of that
Exactly.
shell yet.
Exactly.
You don't know
100%.
you don't know the full potential, and whatever you can install in them can go a long ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your coaching job is very critical, and I hate to say it that way, but because you're molding and making varsity players,
Yeah.
as well as you're helping Hannah make varsity players. It's already varsity players.
Yeah.
And you know, the volleyball program, we have talked a whole lot about just how they don't have a little league that allows them to come up and play from a really young age. So sometimes by the time they get to play middle school or they're trying out for JV, they may not know the game as well.
Right.
And the middle school program for Southern Gap is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, very strong.
And I just want to mention that because we also had a very big turnout for the middle school volleyball team, which is coached by Riley Hagerman.
Okay.
And she has done excellent with them. So, you know, we do have a strong program that is coming up, and Hannah has done a phenomenal job with trying to get that underway and building that way. Southern Gap is going to have a very strong volleyball program.
Yeah, and that's why we, at every tryout we attended, which varsity and JV were together, and then we went to the middle school tryouts, and we told them specifically, if you are not a senior,
yes,
go work. If you are not a senior and you don't make this team, go work in the off season and come back, because you never know, like especially our middle school program. We have said, you know, someone can go play travel ball or go to trainings or go to camps and get privates and get all of these lessons, and they could come back next year and make the team no problem. Because at that point, you don't know. A sixth grader, you don't know what they're going to be by the time they get to the ninth grade. You have no idea. I wasn't the same athlete in the sixth grade that I was in the ninth grade. You know, no one is.
Nobody is.
So we've told them at every level, if you don't make this team, go, and you want to try again, go work in the off season. Go play some travel ball. There's great travel programs that a lot of our girls play in. There's camps everywhere in the off season. You know, you never know what's going to happen in the next year, in the next season.
So the ladies that didn't make the cut, and I hate to say it that way, it's so
I know,
terrible,
we hated it too.
that did
was
not,
awful.
did
It was
not
awful.
make the team. Let's just say
Yeah.
did not make the team. Can they come to you both and ask, say, what do I need to improve on? And,
Yeah.
and you guys can give them a structure of what they need to improve
Oh,
on,
yeah.
and they can work on that enough to,
Yeah.
to try out again next year.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Okay,
for sure.
so we need to let that out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they can, if they struggle with something, that you guys can help them and say, well, you need to work on this, 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 and this.
But people may think that our tryout process was easy, and I promise it was not.
No.
Lexi and I were literally like, we sat in there for about 30 minutes, like discussing, like, hey, this one could benefit here, but this one could benefit here, but we can't keep everybody. And, you know, so it really was a tough process. And we had several girls that were very talented and like right on the line. And if they do go work in the off season, and we don't want them to get discouraged ever and just quit, especially at a very young age.
Right.
And, you know, we're going to try to start up the Boys and Girls Club program again and try to get that going for maybe some of the younger kids, even 5th, 6th, 7th, you know, that didn't make the team, so they can still play. But the tryout process was not easy for us. And I know a lot of people might think it was, but I promise it was not. And we went in thinking we were going to keep 12, and we kept going down the line, and we could not come up with just 12. And we said, okay, well, we're gonna keep 13, and we'll just deal with it when it comes, you know, because we could not come up with 12. So it was a hard process, and we're glad it's over with.
Yes.
Well, I highly respect both of you because you made the cut.
Yeah.
A lot of coaches don't want that. They don't want that on their hands. They bring somebody in and they want somebody else to do it,
Yeah.
but you guys done it.
It's very hard.
That's
and,
what I like.
You know, we thought about bringing someone in, but we're like, they don't know these girls.
Right.
And it's not like cheer where you can score on this and this and this and just give them a total score and high scores win. I mean, make the team. You know, it's not like that. There's so many
There's
different.
certain intangibles that
Yes.
don't really show up.
I mean, there's so
like-
much that goes into volleyball. So many different
Yes.
parts
there's
and pieces.
there's mental things there that
Yes.
won't show up in like
That-
you know how they're doing this or
Yes.
how they're doing that. As far as communication, that won't show up in
No.
what they can do on the floor.
So it's like we do have to pick our own team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we bring someone else to do it, we're going to be like, hey, well, you don't know that, you know, if she gets upset, she quits, but you just got to go tell her, you know, hey,
Yeah.
lift your head up and go. And she's right back
Yeah.
to being like a boss on the floor, you know, like
Yeah.
so we had to pick our own team.
Yes. That's what I respect from you,
Yeah.
you two right here. You picked your own team. And I love that because you take accountability for it.
Yeah.
Nobody else can take it. You guys take it.
So speaking of that team and those 13 players, what are some players to watch? Maybe some surprises potentially that may come out of this group?
There's so many.
Honestly, there's so many. And I know this sounds cliche when I say every single one of them, but I genuinely mean it. Like, we have a kind of a six that, we scrimmage Ridgeview tomorrow. And we have kind of a like 7 or 8 that we're going to go with. And I mean, obviously you have Claire, she's a senior, Leah, senior, Megan, senior. And those 3 are 3 of my first ones on the floor. And then you have Addie Boyd, who's coming in, who was not a middle. And I have moved her to a middle. And she did it with grace. And the first time I put her out there, she was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. And I was like, okay, that's what it takes. You have Lucy, who is very young. She's just a sophomore, but she's coming in and absolutely smashing the ball this year. Kendall is, doing a great job on the back row. She's playing back row for Megan right now. And Bella is a phenomenal setter, phenomenal setter. She's been so fun to watch. She's just really surprised all of us.
Left us speechless several times.
Genuinely left us speechless a couple times because, we've watched her all these years, but we just got to watch her twice a year.
It's funny how you're timing each one of these as they're walking in the door.
And they're coming in the door as I speak about them. But, every single Addie Bell is just, I know you all know she's a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
At everything she does, she's unreal. But you have that 6 or 8 that I put on the floor at a time, and every single one of them is doing something different to contribute to the team. And I hope I didn't forget to mention a couple people, but every single player on that team can do something different. And you have Bree Looney, who I pulled up as she's a junior now.
Yeah, I think so.
I pulled her up, and she is just a little firecracker. You put her out there, and she's all over the floor. She's a miniature Claire in the making. And every single one of them, when I tell you every kid is going to be
good.
something to watch this year, they are.
So, looking at your schedule,
Yeah.
well, I'm not worried about what your schedule is. We ain't worried about that.
No.
But if you can beat, who's on that schedule you want to beat the most?
Oh, gosh. I guess anyone that we're not expected to beat, and I know that everybody is not they're not going to expect, which they know we're going to be good, obviously, because
You took 4 schools into one.
We took 4 schools into one. But I think what people is going to think is we're going to get out there and they're going to fall apart, or they're going to argue, or they're going to get jealous of each other. And that is not going to happen with this group of girls.
No, I agree with you.
And I think we're not expected to beat quite a few people. Like Central, I don't think we're really expected to play with. Ridgeview tomorrow, I don't think we're really expected to play with. But I really think these girls are going to go out there and prove a lot of people wrong.
Well, I can't wait to watch. And I can't wait to watch you at the new school.
Oh, yeah. We're excited to
It's
get
going to be
in there.
awesome.
The floor is great.
Unreal.
It's unreal. The
Lexi
gym
and I
floor.
toured it the other day, and the whole time our mouths were just
Yeah.
dropped. The whole time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I love it because these seniors can set something for the volleyball team. You know, your volleyball seniors can really set the bar.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy for you guys. I love volleyball. I don't know a lot about volleyball, but I know you can spike it. I love that part about it.
Yeah.
Get up there and spike it.
We have a lot of big hitters this year. We're Madison Lester. Oh
Yeah.
my God, we didn't even mention
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Yeah.
She has been blocking every single ball. I know it's time for us to go, but
No,
we can
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
these
no.
kids all day.
No, this is your
Madison
time.
in practice every day has been blocking every ball.
Yeah.
And she is absolutely smashing the ball in the middle. So we lost Sophia there as our starting middle.
Yeah.
And Madison has really
Good.
She stepped up.
She has really stepped up
She's
as
tall.
a leader and just as a player to fill those shoes.
Good.
Yeah.
On the competition level here and everything, going to the Southwest District and 2A, what are some of the teams that are in the Southwest District that are going to be tough? Because we're used to seeing all the yeah.
So we're still genuinely learning these teams
Yeah.
that are in. I played in the Southwest District when I was in school,
Yeah.
so it's kind of I'll come in full circle here that I'm back in the Southwest District. But we've played a few in the off season. We played Lebanon. We've played, which are they still in Southwest or did they go to Hogahigi?
Them and Marion, I think, was petitioning.
Yeah, they were
move.
petitioning to go to the Hogahigi. We've played Virginia High. We've played, who else have we
Graham.
played? We played Graham last year.
Yeah.
Really, you never know until you see them because, like, teams can change from one year to the next. So, I mean, we're just hoping to go out there and prove some people wrong because, you know, we're the new kids on the block now. We're no longer, like, really known. We're the new kids on the block. So everybody's going to have to watch us and learn us and, you know, see that we're worth watching.
That's your advantages, and
Yeah.
that's their disadvantage because they
Yeah.
don't know what you're bringing.
They don't know what we're bringing,
Yeah,
you know,
so-
and we do. So, I mean, that's really going to play a part in how well we play against all these other teams because we can watch them, but they've
Yes.
never seen us.
Well, they
So,
have, but they haven't
yeah,
seen you together.
They haven't seen us together, and us together is
It's going to be
Dynamite.
something to see.
it's a beautiful thing. It
Yeah.
really is. And my girls laugh at me when I tell them it's a beautiful thing. But when they come together and they're watching a good volleyball team on the floor, they just move so gracefully and just like they just kind of look like a wave. And we used to say that, you know, when we were from Grundy, but they just like flow. And it really is a beautiful thing to watch.
Soaring like eagles
Yeah,
now.
I mean, when they all move together and they all shift together,
That's awesome.
and it really is.
One unit.
It's one. They're a unit. You know, they have meshed together, and they're going to be a unit on the floor
can't
too.
wait.
They really are.
I can't wait to watch you guys. I just want to say good luck this season to both of you
you.
guys.
Yeah,
And
good luck.
I'm telling you, they couldn't pick two better coaches for
Thank
volleyball
you.
at Southern
Thank
Gap
you.
High School.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
Appreciate
And
y'all.
I know you guys are going to be excellent. I know sometimes you got to be mean,
We do, which is
sometimes-
unfortunate.
and
but
sometimes you hug on them and love on
Yeah.
them too.
Yeah.
So, but,
There's a time and place.
there's a time and place for it all.
but I'm just thank you guys for coming on there and
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
showing
having us.
some
Yeah,
love to the
absolutely.
volleyball because
Always.
we love volleyball.
Oh yeah, we
We do-
can
we
talk about
love
volleyball all day,
Yeah,
and these
Michael
kids.
and I love it. We
Yeah.
love it, and we want to support it.
Yeah,
Huge.
we appreciate your
Yeah.
all support.
We
more
sure
than you
do.
know.
Yeah. So what you need to tell your ladies is make big plays happen. You get on this podcast.
Yep,
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
They love to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll
Well,
talk
they
their head
do.
off all day. So.
These four won't talk because Addie be talking all of them.
Now, Addie will talk your head, and
She
Megan,
didn't hear you.
Megan might. I hope she's not nervous today because she will talk your ear off. We
Megan's
call
never
her,
nervous around us.
I have to put this out there. We call her Barbara Jean.
Barbara
And I don't know if you all have watched Reba,
Oh, yeah.
or not. We call her Barbara Jean. So if anybody hears me yell at Barb
That's her.
on the floor,
Megan Hicks.
that's Megan. We call her Barbara Jean.
So thank you for coming on the show. We greatly appreciate
Thanks
you
for
guys.
having
Thank you all for
All
having
right,
us.
guys. Next up here, after talking to the volleyball coaches, we've got four of the girls from the upcoming volleyball team, and we are pleased to be joined by Clara Griffey, Megan Hess, Bella Hurley, and Addie Boyd. Appreciate y'all joining us today. Kim?
Thank you for having us.
I just want to say how proud of you four here. I know there are 13 of you though, and I cannot wait to watch Southern Gap volleyball because you ladies are pretty daggone awesome.
Amen.
So I don't mind who answers these or whoever wants to answer these, but what are your goals for this season?
Claire, you wanna
Everybody
go?
look at Claire.
I think our goals for this season is just to win and especially set the expectation since we're the first ever volleyball team and to start new traditions.
Yep.
What makes this team special?
Megan, I think that the group of girls that we had that tried out and got on the team, we've known each other for a long time, and even if it was just known of, I think we just know each other really well and we get along really well too. So we have a lot of fun.
We do.
I think our chemistry's great
Yeah.
this
Oh,
year.
Especially for us just starting out, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to tell that we've never
Yeah.
played
Yeah.
together.
Well, girls, I don't know if you've noticed, but do you notice something about you four being here today? There's a certain reason why it's you four.
One from each school.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is it?
And you know, the coaches earlier was saying that they've been none of the worries that you hear out in the public about they won't get along or this or that. She had said earlier, didn't she, Tim,
Yeah.
about the fact that they're just one cohesive unit so far from what she's seen in practice so
Yes.
far.
Yes.
Both coaches are very impressed as far as the chemistry you ladies have and also the work ethic that you ladies have, and especially talking on the floor and being there where you need to be without them even telling you. So
I'm glad they bragged on us a little bit.
Bragged on us a little bit.
Yeah, communication, she said.
Yes.
what is one area of your game you have worked hardest to improve, Bella?
All four of them need to answer that one.
Yeah, all four of you need to answer that. We'll start with Bella though.
Probably just like getting better at set and then like continuing to like expand like what I can do and like just working on serving and being a better teammate.
There you go. That's good. All right, Addie.
I think mine is more of learning my team. I want to be able to help them as much as they can help me.
That's good.
All right, Claire.
I think mine is definitely learning how to play defense with different people. Like I've never played defense with half of the team that is back there right now. So just learning how they play defense and how I need to help them out back there is mine.
All right, Megan.
I think my biggest thing is learning the rotation, and like Claire said, learning these new girls and playing with them. You know, coming from a small school, we didn't learn as much as we are learning now.
Amen.
So it's a new experience, but it's absolutely fun. So
I'd like
So-
for all. Go ahead, Mike.
So who? We all know more than likely Claire's playing the same position she was playing before. But are you all playing the same position or potentially a new position?
I'm playing a new position.
Yeah, I think she mentioned that
Yeah.
earlier.
I was a outside. Well, I was really just a hitter, and this year I'm a middle, and it's a lot easier to have one specific place
Yeah.
than having to
I
go
agree.
full rotation
Yeah.
and having a lot on your back.
Yeah,
yeah, I agree.
Tim.
All right. What has been the biggest difference between this season from last season?
I'm so glad this is my question. So it's not only about the girls, but just overall the experience. Having Hannah as a coach and having Claire as a mini coach has been amazing. There's stuff I have learned from both of them, not just in practices, but in open gyms and everything. So what is different? I mean, obviously, I would say that there's a lot more experienced girls on this team, and I have a lot more fun now because I understand that my teammates have my back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it is very nice knowing that if I mess up, they're not going to hate on me for it,
Yeah.
and I hope that they feel the same way about me. I think
Oh, yeah,
I just
totally.
think it's so awesome that, you know, we're on a team.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you mess
we didn't
up,
even
when you
know.
mess up and everything,
Yeah.
I'll let Claire tell you what Coach Hannah says about that.
Next point. Next
Next
play.
Next point.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. That's what Coach Hannah says.
The difference is just having a better team, in all honesty, better experience as well, I guess.
Okay.
And the rest of you can answer that as well.
Yeah. Go ahead, Claire.
What was the question?
Yeah.
What if I can't remember that question? What has been the biggest difference between this season versus last season?
I think this season, like, we're already having so much fun. Like, last season, we were just focused on winning and getting past the region. But this year, we're just having so much fun, and I love it. And, like, if we mess up, who cares? Next point. Like, it's just fun this year.
About you, Megan.
The biggest difference from last year to this year is, you know, when like every school in this county was really small, and the want to get better, the want to win as a team, it wasn't there as much because you had to gather everybody you could. At least
And
it
you had to
was for
pull
Cooper.
extra people that didn't
Yeah.
want to play.
So when you combine these schools, it brings the best from each one of them, and it brings out a good team and working to get better because they want to, not because you have to make them.
Really, I hope that we're a super team this year, and I
Yes.
hope we work out so well.
Yeah.
What about you, Bella?
I think like what Megan said, especially like we just have so many more opportunities now that we're all together, and then it's just so fun getting to play with like so many different people that like we wouldn't have got to play with before. So I think it's just gonna be really good.
You mentioned that, Megan mentioned that, Bella, and you mentioned it. It's great. It's like having an all-star team, right?
Yeah.
It's like having an all-star
Yes.
team when you put everybody together, and it is because you had 4 county schools, you put everybody in one, and the best 13's on the team.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
But that's
But-
what it is.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
Hannah
everybody
told us
says.
at tryouts. She was
Yeah.
like, "Don't get butthurt, but like, it's the best.
It's
I
the
can't
best.
do
It's not
nothing."
my favorite. It's
I
the
love
best.
it.
It's
I
the
love it.
best.
I love it. And congratulations to you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, who on the team pushes you to be better?
You want us all to answer this?
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to start?
I'll start. Definitely Leah Rasnick. She always pushes me no matter what. If I get down on myself, she's always there. And I do the same for her every time.
I can say the same. You know, she don't give herself enough credit for how good she is, and she probably don't know it, but I really do look up to her from a hitting perspective because, you know, I didn't get a lot of that at council, so she can be like, well, you can do this better, or, you know, this is what you can fix. So
Okay. But you, Bella?
I think Leah too. She's just like a great person to be around. She's just like a great presence on the court, and she's like really experienced. Like she
Yeah.
knows so she's just like a great teammate.
yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna be original. I was gonna say Leah too. I mean, she really is just awesome to be around, and
She's a leader.
yes,
Yeah, she is
for
definitely.
sure.
A born leader,
And she
yeah.
always puts herself down just to bring others back up, and that is just such a great quality to have, and also your worst enemy, because she brings herself down and she doesn't understand how great she looks from another point of view. So, yeah,
What is something your teammates do that make you laugh?
everything.
Everything.
Literally
We all make
everything.
each other.
Everything all practice.
We are
We're in a
always
constant
laughing.
state of goofy.
Laughing, yeah.
Okay.
But we're also serious, guys. I
Yes.
promise.
When it matters.
We're
Yes, when
serious.
it matters, we're like serious. But
Okay.
we like to have a good time.
I
We
told
do.
you Eddie, you're
Yeah,
going
we
to
do.
take over, didn't I? What does being a good teammate mean to you? I'd like for every one of you to answer that.
Yeah, you can.
I think a good teammate to me, I feel like I need to be a good teammate so they can look up to me. And if they have a question like how to play defense, come to me. I want them to come to me so I can help them in every way they need help.
A good teammate to me is it's not being selfish.
There you
You know, like, you know, if I make a mistake, then I need to let that go.
Yeah.
And let that pass. And not only, like Claire said, you know, we have younger ones on the team, and you know we're seniors, and they're going to be looking up. And if you show them that it's okay to make mistakes and that you can move past that and play, then I think that's good.
Yeah, I agree. I think that like being a good teammate is just like if you make a mistake, like Megan said, you know, just move on. And then like if one of your teammates makes a mistake or something, like just
Yeah.
encourage them and like don't get mad at them. You
Yeah.
know, just like encourage them to like move on and go
Yeah.
to the next point.
I think being a good teammate is not only on the floor but off the floor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that it moves just from, you know, everyday life to on the court.
Yeah.
So a good teammate to me is very kind
Yes.
and respectful, as well as very open and wanting to listen, and always
Willing to play with others too.
Yes.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Yeah.
yes, and
Even
never
if you
having a
don't
bad
like
attitude
Yes.
is such a good
Yeah.
attribute to have.
Yeah.
I love people that are always like up here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What made you fall in love with volleyball?
that's a good question.
Are we all answering this one?
Yes, please.
You want me to start?
I would say I've played volleyball since I was in the 6th grade. I've always wanted to play volleyball since I was little. And I always wanted to wear the pink jersey, luckily, which was the libero.
That's right.
So, I think I've always wanted to play it, and I fell in love in 6th grade and never stopped
It's funny.
loving
She
it.
said ever since she was little.
She's always little. She's never grown up yet.
No.
She stayed the same
It's
height.
coming. It's
It's
coming.
coming. I
It's
feel
this
it.
year. It's this
It's
year.
this
year.
Your turn.
What was the question?
Oh, what made you fall in love with volleyball?
I started playing later than like Claire did or anyone else. I started in the 8th grade, but it was very fun. It was fun to play. You know, you're out there with all your friends, and you know it's just like so hyped, and you're like, get it up, get it up, get it over. Constantly just yelling, and you're just like,
Just tooting and hollering.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's fun. You know me, I'm loud. I'm a loud mouth. So
You're
And you
loud
get
and
to
yell
proud.
scream. You get to
Yeah.
scream just to
Loud and
have fun.
proud.
You get to scream and it's justified.
Yeah.
What about you, Belle?
I started playing when I was in the 6th grade. A few of my older friends at the time, they were playing, so that's something like that I always wanted to do. And then I started playing, and I really enjoyed it. And then I started playing club and everything. So it's just been like something like I've loved ever since then. So yeah.
No, okay. All right, Addie.
I think the part that I love most about volleyball, what made me fall in love with it, is how intelligent you can be on the court. Because it's all about where the ball's at, where you can put the ball. So it's basically like a mind puzzle, and it's a challenge. So I
Yeah.
guess the challenge of volleyball made me fall in love with it.
So who has been the biggest influence on you as a volleyball player? And that's for all four of you.
I have a lot of influences, I feel like. Definitely Coach Lester. It's hard to say Coach Lester. Definitely Hannah, and definitely my first ever club volleyball coach, Gary. They have really pushed me to be the best volleyball player that I can and will ever be.
Megan.
I think my dad's influenced me a lot. You know, even though it was something that he's not really watched before, you know, he still tried his best to know about it and try to help me. And most recently, Hannah, she's very encouraging. She understands, you know, young girl athletes and, you know, how we think most of the time. And, you know, it's okay, like, next play. Like,
Yeah.
She's so awesome.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
very positive, and same with Lexi. They're very positive. They understand.
Understand we make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Lexi will never say a mean word to you.
Yeah.
No.
But you, Bella.
So I would say definitely my family, because like they've always supported me and like pushed me to like do better. And then I would say my club director, Kayla Van Hoo, she's like always has stuff going on, always creating opportunities for everyone. So I would definitely say her too.
Mine's my mom. I mean, whenever I first got into playing volleyball, Mom had played volleyball before, and she loved I was getting into it, but she was also like, if you don't want to play, don't play. So she's definitely been my biggest cheerleader and definitely my biggest influence, and as well as Hannah. Hannah is awesome, and just, I could speak all day about Hannah, and I barely know her. She's just so great.
What's one thing volleyball has taught you in life?
Wow.
I'll go.
One,
I think it's not only volleyball, but it's a lot of other sports. You know, after high school, you're going to have to put in hard work, even into a job, and to be good at any sport, volleyball, basketball, I mean, anything, you got to put in that hard work to be better, and it teaches you stuff that you'll need later on in life.
and to not doubt yourself over everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because volleyball, you can get really down on yourself. And in
And
life, you're going to get down on yourself.
Yeah.
But you can pick yourself back up so easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that like just like how to be like a better person like to everyone around you. And then like that like your hard work will show results like if you're dedicated and you stick with it.
I think that volleyball also shows you a competitive side that is more nice. So in life, you're going to have jobs that you have to work for and be competitive in.
Yeah.
So it teaches you that work ethic, but it also teaches you to be confident in what you can do.
What advice would you give a younger player just starting volleyball? Just say like a middle school player, because they don't know kind of what their skill set is yet. What advice would you give them?
I would say go to every camp you can.
Oh, yeah.
The work you put in definitely shows on the court no matter what. So go to everything you can no matter what.
I would say, I think confidence in young girl athletes, and I guess young boy athletes too, is confidence. You know, go in there and be the best you can be. Don't be down on yourself all the time.
Yeah.
You know, the way you carry yourself matters more than
Yeah.
most people know. You know, go in there, have fun, put your heart into it. If you put your heart into something, it makes you even better.
It does.
It's beyond talent.
Heart
Put-
makes the player.
If you put
Yeah,
your
for
talent
sure.
and your heart together, you can be good.
I would say definitely like what Claire said, like go to every camp you can, every practice you can. Never like skip an opportunity and like never take anything for granted. Really try to live in the moment.
I think I would say to also live in the moment and just play. I mean, there's nothing you can really do until you're out there and you realize what you can and cannot do,
Yeah.
and what you're best at and what your weakness is. So, and try and find you a good coach, because if you have a good coach, girl, you will be amazing. I promise.
So the next question is, Claire, you're from Grundy. Megan, you came from Council. Bella, you came from Hurley. Addie, you came from Twin Valley. So with that being said, you're going to put in Southern Gap High School jersey on.
Tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow, yes, we have our
Yeah.
first scrimmage tomorrow.
Scrimmage against Riverview. So
Pull up and watch.
what does that
Yeah.
mean to you to put on a new jersey with Southern Gap High School? That I think, the way I see it, it's a all-star team from the county here.
Yes.
Southern Gap High School is. So what do you think about putting on a new jersey for the first time in your high school career of Southern Gap High School?
I'm actually super excited to play with all these people because we have fun. We go out there and we do our best, but we still have fun. We smile, we laugh, we shake it off. And I'm super excited to wear Southern Gap because even though it's my last year, it's kind of sad, but I'm super excited to wear Southern Gap and get to see these people every day at school.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. Be able to say I'm one of the first to put on Southern Gap jersey and go out there and play my hardest, especially my senior year, to go out with a big bang with, like you said, with like an all-star team and have so many more opportunities than I would have at council. I'm proud of it.
Yeah, me too. I'm super proud to be able to like wear Southern Gap and just to be one of the first athletes ever to be able to like be a part of that team, and then to just meet like all the amazing people and play with everyone too.
I think the best part about being able to put that Southern Gap jersey on is that we are the first to ever do it.
Yeah.
We are the first volleyball team, and we are like the best 13 that made it this year.
Yeah.
So it's really a confidence boost to be the first.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to be the first person to wear number 16. You're
Yeah.
going to be the first person to wear your number, and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think that it's so amazing to have this opportunity, and especially to play with all these girls, because like you said, it really is a super team. And I'm just so excited to see what we can do this year. It's definitely going to be a
Yeah, me
great
too.
I'm
season.
It
really
is. I'm
excited.
excited.
So don't doubt us one bit, guys. I promise.
Come watch us play Ridgeview tomorrow.
Yes. Pull up, guys.
4:30.
Yep.
Yes.
Where's that
That's
going to be
JV.
at tomorrow?
It's at Ridgeview.
Yes.
So,
We were going to have it at the Gap, but they didn't get the sleeves in time.
so
So sad.
with that being said, you ladies been on our show. You know that I asked each one of you if there's anything in the world that you play other than volleyball and or other sports, basketball, or the other sports, what would it be? So be thinking as it comes to you, what it could be anything in the world.
Oh wow.
So
Anybody got anything?
Soccer.
Oh,
Soccer.
We've heard about this in practice.
you was a soccer player.
Yes. I hopefully we have a soccer team this year because I will be on the soccer team.
Okay. What about you, Meg?
Pass me. I'm still thinking.
Okay. What about you, Belle?
I think I would like to play soccer too.
Soccer? Okay.
Wow.
All right. Addie?
Rugby.
I could see that. I could see that.
It's just so, I actually like to watch it. Like, I can watch rugby.
I can see you playing rugby. All right, Megan.
I don't really. What did I say last time?
I can't remember.
I think I
You
said
know how
like
many
field hockey
people-
or something.
Yeah.
How many people Michael and I have interviewed since then?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't know. Maybe like something physical. I like physical sports.
So, like football. You play football.
Lacrosse, maybe.
Lacrosse? There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
I forget that cricket is a sport as well. I wish somebody would have said cricket.
Well, I just want to say we are very proud of you ladies and the other ladies on your team because, like we talked about, you guys are the first one that's going to put that Southern Gap volleyball jersey on. So you got to set the bar high and makes people behind you to set their bar high to beat it. So we're looking for.
Well, they ain't going to beat us, but, you know.
I'm looking for a lot of
We're the
good things
first.
from this team.
We had mentioned earlier that I don't know if y'all realize this. I'm pretty sure you're the only one of the 4 fall sports teams that's got somebody from every school.
Oh, really?
I know
Yes.
the football don't, and I'm not sure about cross country and golf either.
Oh, wow.
So,
I did not know that.
so that's real
that's-
neat to know.
yeah.
So that shows you how good a chemistry
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you have.
It
And
should-
you do have an all-star team.
Yes.
Yes,
It
we
shows
do.
that you can bring people together and it's not as bad as everybody thinks it's going to be.
Exactly.
And it shows it's a popular sport.
Yes.
People do play it.
Yes. And that it's a fun sport.
Yes, it's a fun sport.
Because we had so many girls try out that were so amazing. So, yeah.
All right. So thanks for coming on our
thanks for
podcast
Thank you for
today.
having us.
We
Man,
really
it's been
appreciate
a
it, girl.
blast to have y'all here.
And
Thank
best
you.
of luck on this first season.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All righty, guys. Next up here on the podcast, we're joined by Southern Gap football head coach Greg Tester. Greg, appreciate you joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Tim?
Thanks for
Yeah.
having me up.
Great showing yesterday, man. I wasn't there, but I've seen some highlights of it, and I've seen people brag. What I like the most is the fans was there, the moms and dads, the
Yeah,
uncles.
I've not seen that much for a scrimmage. I don't think ever.
I loved seeing that.
Well, I think yesterday was about the togetherness more than
Yeah.
anything. You know,
Yes.
about the communities coming together, and I think they showed up and supported yesterday, and we had a good crowd yesterday, and hopefully we can keep having those good crowds. But like I said, you know, they got to get out and support these kids. You know, these different communities and these different schools. I understand, you know, where we're coming in as one school here. It's kind of hard to let go of some of that stuff. And like I say, ain't nobody a bigger Hurley
Yeah.
rebel than me.
That's right.
You know, and but you know, it is what it is, and if we're going to take that next step, we got to unify and come together. And I think we had a good showing of that yesterday, definitely from the fan support.
I talked to Coach Compton this morning at church, and he's like, "Man, the atmosphere
Yeah,
up there was amazing."
absolutely. Yeah, and you know, that's great for the kids. I don't think the kids in the county has been fortunate enough to have an atmosphere like
Right.
that. You know, especially these kids here right now. You know, back in maybe the '90s, it was a little different type of football
Yes.
then. But like, you know, now this stadium, these facilities, and we're blessed and we're grateful to have them.
I've heard a lot of people talk about the field, the seating capacity, and also the field. I've had a guy he played for Garden in '87. He said, "Man, I'd give anything to be able to play on a field like that back in the day."
Absolutely, you know, me too.
I mean,
But you know, like I said, you know, it's a college level field.
Yes.
And the facilities are college level, and the design was great for it. You know, it's going to be great for the kids in Buchanan County.
Yeah, we
and
was-
from now
me
and the future, you know, the future going forward.
Me and John Paul was sharing that. Me and him both was sitting over on the away side, and people just kept asking us questions and stuff.
Right.
And they was saying, "Man, it seems like a small college stadium."
Yeah,
and everything."
like I said, I told you know, to me, I felt like, you know, I've been in a couple small college stadiums, but it kind of felt like ETSU to me.
Yeah.
That kind of felt like that stadium to
Yeah.
me, and you know, that's, you know, kids are fortunate to have a place to play like that.
yeah, and we've had some good showings. Your running backs looked great. Aiden Baker, he hasn't missed a step.
Yeah.
From the last 2 years. You know, he was 1 year at Grundy, and then he went to Hurley again. But the last 2 years, he hasn't missed a step. He showed it yesterday. Great speed.
Absolutely. He's put in the work. I'll give that kid credit. He's put in a lot of work in the weight room. He's a yes sir, no sir kid, and you know, as good as he played on the field yesterday, he's a better kid off the field.
Yes, he is.
You know, and that
That's
speaks
great to have.
volumes, and it
Yes.
is. And he's a team first guy,
Yep.
not selfish. And one thing about him I love, he will block his butt off.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Give cahoots to the linemen, offense and defensive linemen.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, our offensive line has really put the work in. You know,
The War Pigs.
the War Pigs. When you start from the foundation, you win right there. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. I'm a former running back, skill player, but we win at the line of scrimmage. And I think yesterday, you know, and talking about yesterday, you know, Coach Cooper and Patrick Henry, they had a lot of good kids. They had some good kids, and they stymied us that first right there. You know, at the first couple series, you know, they
Yeah, it was a little slow getting going.
yeah, it was slow, and they did a good job coming out, and they kind of got us off the jump. We made a few adjustments, got our linemen going, and then we got going in the right direction. But and we got depth. You know, that's the key with the linemen. We got some good depth, and we got probably 9 or 10 linemen that can play. You know, and we were fortunate. You know, we've not been able to do that previously at the other schools in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we're just blessed to have that. We got more depth right there than I think we got at a lot of places. And like I said, I think we got 8 or 9 guys, 10 guys that can actually step in and give us some plays at the offensive line. And yesterday they did a phenomenal job. You know.
Well, that's what you need.
Absolutely.
Because them big guys, they get tired quick.
Absolutely. And, you know, I would like to be able to keep guys fresh, rotate them in and out, especially defensively. I think we got 4 or 5 defensive tackles, you know, and they did a great job yesterday. that just staying fresh, keeping them fresh, getting them in and out. And, if you got 4 or 5 that can play, that helps you, when you got to use the ones on the other side of the ball. So, like I said, bringing these 3, 4 schools together, we've not been able to do some of that, that we've not even been able to practice the way we've been able to practice. So, in saying all that, we've been really fortunate just to be able to do that,
Well, when they announced you head coach, I told everybody that was a great decision to make. And then you started naming your staff.
Right.
And you made an all-star staff.
I told Tim it's like the who's who of high school football in Buchanan County over the last 25 years.
Well, I will give, since we started back in December, we started putting all this thing together. My staffs did a great job. We put them to work. They've been at all 3 different schools guiding the weight room. So, when the schools wasn't together yet, main thing, we had to get them in the weight room right now. As soon as the season ended at each other schools last year, the kids wasn't playing basketball and wrestling and stuff like that. We made sure we had coaches stationed at Grundy, Twin Valley, and Hurley. So we had them all going. Then once we was able to get to the spring, we started getting them together 1 day a week just to install some scheme stuff and stuff like that, and get them on the same page and get them meshing. And then once school went out, we got them together 3 or 4 days a week, and that's when they, really started bonding and doing some stuff of that nature. But
Well, I think you're doing an excellent job. Just the chemistry of all the guys, they highly respect you.
right,
I've seen that. I mean, they don't talk back like they used to nobody, because you don't put up with that. And you told them from where to go. We're playing football. If you want to play, you get on board. If you don't, go home.
well, when you start trying to build something from the ground up, when we're putting all these schools together, and the standards that I wanted to build this thing on is number one, Buchanan County's tough. It's tough people.
Yep.
We got to be tough. We got to be together. We're coming together. We're going to be together. We're going to be accountable, and we're going to be disciplined. You can't win without that.
Yeah.
And that's, I think that's 4 standards we're going to build this on. Practice is going to be a little different. Practice is going to be hard. And sometimes, and this is no knock to anyone, but like coaches have just not been able to practice the way it should be because of low numbers.
Yep.
When you have 15 show up at a practice, you got to do half line, or coaches got to stand in there with bags. And but like I said, it's going really well. Still got a lot of work to do. We seen some good things from the scrimmage yesterday. Seen some things we definitely got to work on from yesterday. And but overall, probably I'm more impressed with their defense. Their defense, what style of offense we play, or we got to hang our hat on our defense too. And they flew to the football. One thing I was looking for yesterday was physicality, flying to the football, and playing together. And I thought I come away with those 3 things as a plus yesterday. But now I know what the road ahead is, and this is a process. It's a process, and Rome wasn't built in a day. And that's what I'm saying. We're going to face adversity. We're going to face challenges, and that's going to be part of these kids are going to have to respond. Getting them back to respond. And I know what this 2A level. Even when I was over there helping Coach Owens at Wise, week in and week out, we were playing the Ridgeviews, the Unions, and played Graham in the regional championship. So
No off week.
Yeah, there's no off week. When you're building this thing and you bump up to 2A. So, and the kids have, their mindset's got to be a little bit different. Coming in, I think it's kind of like you got to reprogram them a little bit.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And I think you got the guys where they're rebooting, reprogramming, and what Michael and I have talked about. You're running this program, and it's a program because you're building a program.
Absolutely.
You're running this program like a college program, and you're holding people accountable.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be.
Well, you got to. If you can't own your actions, be accountable, you can't play.
That's
I mean,
right.
that's if I can't trust you, if I can't trust you to go out there and do your assignment and know where to line up, I can't play you.
That's right.
And that's something that we've embedded into them, and even the coaching staff. As far as the coaching staff, I'm gonna be able to trust my coaches.
That's right.
And that's even with the loyalty aspect. Hey, we lose a game, it's we, not me.
That's right.
It's us.
Yeah.
And
Team effort on that side too.
Yep, and we gotta figure it out and go, and accept that adversity and move on.
So moving on to Friday night, first game of the season.
Right.
I know this week's going to be a good week of practice. You had one get bummed up a little bit like yesterday, and hope and pray everything works out there for him. But what do you expect Friday night?
Well, with the history of hosting, and I know head coach Chris Akers, he always gets the best out of his kids. And I'm going to give him a lot of credit. I've followed him, and I've watched him coach. And hosting's always been a well-coached team. The last few years he's been there, and like I said, they're single A, and they're one of the best 1A teams. If you look at them, I think they were 7-5 last year, maybe lost in the first round playoffs to Rocco. But they're always going to be coached well. And they're going to be physical, and we're going to have to bring our A game to beat them.
Okay. Okay.
So
you got your week already cut out.
we got a week. We got to get back to work this week and fix our mistakes and kind of game plan for hosting and watch what they which we just met today and try to come up with a game plan from for their aspect. They're kind of a lot like us. They're going to run the football. They got the Tweed kid who's a super athlete. Yep. He can break it at any time, and he's super fast too. So we got to be worried about him. So
school starts Friday.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me thinking about all that, man.
School starts Friday, so we'll kick off up here at 7:00 Friday night at home, Southern Gap High School.
Yeah.
First game of the season.
On the first day of school.
On the first day of school, that's unheard of. And then they've got all this other stuff going on up here at Southern Gap.
Man, we just got to focus, and we got one go, and that's Friday night, and everybody needs to be focused on Friday night.
So looking at your schedule, who's on that schedule you want to beat the most?
I want to win them all, man.
I knew that's
there's no most to me. I want to win them all.
Yeah.
There's no. I'm not going into any game saying, "Hey,
Right.
we don't have a chance. It's just keep it." That's not. We're going to game plan is we want to win every game.
I agree.
And that's where it's got to be.
It's got to be. Yeah.
So coming off yesterday, team effort was great.
Yes.
The fans from 4 different areas came together, cheering, great.
Right.
So all that's together now. As they seen yesterday, got a little bit scored, got some scored on the board, got some points on the board, 24 points, man, that makes everybody happy. So going in the right direction.
Right, absolutely.
We just got to keep that momentum.
Just scrimmage is a different thing. Like when you go in a scrimmage, and a lot of people don't understand, scores don't truly mean what they are, because you don't know who's ones and who's twos out there, and you don't know, because my ones, I talked to Coach Cooper about this. I said we're going to go ones first series, twos second series, and he said, well, Greg, I have to put some of my ones. I said, man, that's fine. But you're mixing and matching. I'm scripting plays, so like I got a 10-play script here. Said I'm going to run these plays regardless of what they give me. So and then I don't really like doing a script, but like if I run, man, this is open, but I ain't even on my script. You don't know what really in a scrimmage. You're just trying to find who can help you, where you can help me, effort. And I wanted to see if we're going to bring physicality, if we're going to bring effort, and if we're going to play together.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we figured out yesterday. So we got a good base to go off of.
Good.
So
I just want to wish you good luck. I can't wait to watch Southern Gap football, man. I'm ready for football season. I love football. It's my first love, and I can't wait to watch you lead the team.
I appreciate you, man. And we're going to give it our all. I can tell you that. So.
Yep. Well, you got anything else?
No, that's
Tim?
all I have.
Well, man, I appreciate you joining us here today, and definitely want to wish you the best of luck this season, and hopefully get quite a few wins.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for having me on.
Oh, no problem. All righty, Tim. Pretty good show today.
Good interviews.
Good having all the volleyball, the coaches and the girls on here today, and glad that Greg got a chance to join us today. It was great having him on. Week 0 apparently.
Yes.
Football this week. Southern Gap faces hosting up here on the mountain, so looking forward to that. The girls had said the volleyball will be Riverview tomorrow evening,
4:30.
4:30, and let me see. I think golf is what's today's date? 16th. Mars 17th. They'll be at Willowbrook on Monday, and Fincastle on Wednesday, and that'll be it for this week. Willowbrook and Fincastle. But that looks like that's the week. Cross country still not starting until the 26th. So that's all all for this week.
Good luck
Got
to all
any-
the teams.
Got anything else?
I'm just excited. It's football season.
Oh, yeah. All righty, guys. Until next week, we'll see you later.